Oops. Alright. Okay, I play e4, play c6. I kind of knew he was going to do this. Every time that someone has been playing a card against me, I used to play 2 knights because of the Keep It Simple book. But I am trying to play this way now, the advanced. You really like looking at the ones you beat higher rated opponents, don't you? Well, I'm sorry, that's just most of my games recently. What are you gonna do? I've scored, I've beaten 3 NMs recently, so I'm sorry. But, yeah, I'm sorry I'm at my peak and I'm still winning games. So every time someone plays this against me, I make a small improvement of 1 move, and slowly I'm just, working on actually playing it well. 1 move at a time, I make little corrections. And the next time I play it, that'll be the time. I know that'll be the time where I'll play it correctly. But this line specifically, the first time it was played against me, I took, because for some reason I just remembered it being that way, but it's not. And then I realized no, knight f3 is what I should play, and okay. And then the next game, I reached this position and I played bishop b5, which is not what I'm supposed to do. Whoops. I'm supposed to take, and then play bishop d3, alright? And that was my improvement in this game. Now I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just trying to play normal looking moves. And knight castle, knight e7. I thought it made some sense to put my knight on f3. I don't know. Bishop b7, rook e1. These are mostly just, I'm just kind of seeing what he's doing, because I don't know how to play this at all. I played c3. I don't know, it just seemed like the thing to do. Okay, and now we play c5. And, the move I need to play here is g3, and I will next time. But I was thinking, it makes sense to try and play h4 here, h4, h5, just because of this knight, that just, was, screaming to be played, but I didn't know how to go about doing it. And for some reason, g3 never crossed my mind. I prepared h5 in the most ridiculous, roundabout way I could go about it. But it was what I wanted to do. But yeah, I could just play g3. Why am I not playing g3, h4? I didn't know that's what you do. So, okay, I decided to develop all my pieces first. I played bishop e3, bishop b7, rook b1. I'm hinting at b4. Very subtly, I may add. So if he plays a5 to prevent this. And now, I thought for a while, and I wanted to play queen a4. I thought this move was doing a few things I liked. So I like that I'm sort of preparing h4. If he plays queen c7 to play bishop c6, that's okay. I can reroute the queen to g4, and I think it'll be fine there. And then I spent 5 minutes thinking about this, and it just looked better and better the more I looked at it. And I was like, wait, if I play h4 right now, without preparing it, and then, thinking about it for, half the time I thought about that other move, I was like, yeah, let's play h4. The point of h4 is that if he takes, then I'm winning. Or not winning, but it's come on, you take white here. But he doesn't have to take it right away. He has this d4 move, which I didn't look at long enough at all. So I take, and then what would you play here as black? How would you take advantage of what I've done? So I guess these two moves could transpose into one another, but okay, he should take here. And then I was looking at this and I was like, I just nuked my position for no reason, didn't I? Because I have to do this now, because I can't take because of bishop f3. So I was just sitting there and I was like, why did I do this? Why am I acting so impulsive? I'm not losing there, but I mean, it's just why did I go into that on purpose? And then he took on f3, and I was confused, and then I was excited, because I feel like I can get some counterplay this way. So his point was that now he takes bishop g5. Apparently bishop d2 is a better move, because, well, it's kind of a deep reason, and it's not something I realized till later. Why didn't you take with the knight? Take what with the knight? You mean here? Well, okay, this is hanging, this is hanging, this is now hanging. Why would I do this? Yeah, I'm losing a pawn if I go bishop g5. Losing a pawn no matter what. I'm just trying to understand this. So, okay, bishop d2 is good because if knight h4... So it's the same position, except I still have my dark squared bishop, and the queen is on d8, and that makes this better. That makes sense. I mean, I'm down... I don't want to trade pieces if I'm down material. It just didn't occur to me that I could do that. I mean, it's a diagonal retreat. I just... didn't occur to me that I could just go backwards. But yeah, if we're just thinking in terms of one's a trade and one's not, yeah, it makes more sense to play bishop d2. Okay, takes, queen e4. And I thought I was doing fine here, actually. Like, I knew I was worse. I mean, obviously I'm worse. I'm just down a pawn. But I can, you know, I can foresee some situations where I get counterplay. Because, yeah, so his d-pawn is blockaded. His knight can't move because of the threat on h7. And I could make a pass pawn over here. So those are the things that I could do. But he has to play in a very specific way for this to be good for me. So what would you play here as black? I'm threatening to take this pawn. What is your instinct? My instinct is to defend the pawn with a rook. But which rook? Rook f to d8. Yeah. G3, I think, or not right now. I don't know, maybe that is the plan. Maybe this is a plan. I didn't consider it. Well, the thing is that he moved this rook here, which is very strange. Yes, my bad, I forgot the queen was there. So this move makes no sense, because this is where my pawns are, and this rook's not helping over here. So I thought that was a really weird decision for a master to make, and I was beginning to feel hopeful after hanging a pawn like an idiot. So now I'm thinking this is what he wants, right? Maybe he thought it didn't matter which rook. But okay, here is my thinking. I'd like to play b4 and get the pawns going. Otherwise, I'm going to be worse. But after b4 takes rook b4, I saw that he had queen d2, and I was not happy with that. But I also didn't see anything better. It's funny because Chris was like, I heard you were talking shit about me on your stream or something. I watched the VOD and I was like, I wasn't talking shit, I was just talking about the game. And then Daniel said I was mean to him about our game. But yeah, I don't really have any choice. I kind of have to play b4 and go into this. And I was fully expecting queen d2, and I was not happy at all, because this is attacked, this is attacked. I can't take here because of takes, and then queen e1. And yeah, if I just do something like this, he has rook d5, he's winning this. It's just terrible. So I have to play this and give him this pawn. Now I'm down 2 pawns, and I'm gonna lose. But then he didn't play queen d2. He played rook d5. And now I have time to play a4. Wait, no I don't. Whoops. Not in this. What did I play in this position? I pressed the wrong arrow. I didn't play a4 there. Oh, I'm sorry. I played rook b5 here. Yeah, I have to defend the threat instead of ignoring it. Yeah. So here I have rook b5, and now this isn't as big of a threat, you know, because it's not threatening the rook. I could play this. So I was expecting takes. And then here. And then I would have to, like, go back or something, so at least his knight doesn't get into play. Then he shocked me again, and he played this move. And now I have a4. So now this position is equal. But I like white better. So, like, I'm not even sure what he's supposed to play here. I don't really know. Okay. This is weird. Okay, and then this is a draw. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't really have a winning plan anymore. Because both of my weaknesses are now fixed. His pawn's blockaded and his knight can't move. So he did have 2 weaknesses to attack, but now he has 0. You know, being up a pawn is, I guess, a weakness. But, then he took. He took on b5, which allows me to take with the a pawn. And, you know, if we consider... or if we compare this position to a few moves ago, when it could have been like this, but my pawn is on e2. I've made a little bit of progress. It's no longer a rook pawn, and it can be supported by my rook or my queen, and it's just very close to the end of the board. So now he has to be careful not to lose, but it's also hard for him to find a move. I don't really know what he does. I don't know. Okay, it says, okay, knight f4, just allowing queen h7, g3. Okay, and this is equal. Okay, so that's what he has to do. But that's not easy to do, to just allow taking on h7. But yeah, that's how he's not worse. But he played that move. He played rook d5, which is losing. I decided to play rook a1, which is a winning move, but it's not as winning as the other ones. My point was, I thought rook a1 looked like the easiest win, because I'm defending this with this, so like he can't take in any way because of this. And then this is me. So I defended that, and I am preparing to push my pawn, and I'm pinning this rook sort of, so that, okay, rook a8 would be very good. So that was my thinking. But I can actually just play b6, and queen e7, now I play rook b1, and this pawn is very difficult to stop, because if the rook ever tries to help, then he's allowing my queen to come in, and the bishop can support it like this, could play like that, and again the knight still can't move, so he's basically playing down a piece. So there you go, I could just do that. I played rook a1, and what is this arrow? Oh. So yeah, queen d8 is, I think I thought for like around 10 minutes here. So white to play and win. Only one move wins, and I played it. Bishop c4 for rook a8. Yes, so that is what we'd like to do, but what happens after this? Because if I do anything else, I just play rook a8 and then you resign. But rook e5 is what needs to be considered. We don't cry, we're still winning. Bishop c4 is the correct move, but you have to look kind of far ahead. So takes rook a8, and he takes, check. And if I play b6, how do I win that? That doesn't look like a win. So how do we avoid that? Well, takes, and then we don't just go hastily pushing the pawn. Someone said it. Bishop d3 is such a good move, because now when check, this move is not possible. Controlling this square, there's no way you can get over, because even this is controlled. This bishop is just saving the whole day. The knight hasn't been a piece since the opening, and the pawn will go. So bishop d3 is a nasty move. Josh, you already saw the game, and you also didn't type it into the chat. What are you talking about? Could have been any of us. I don't understand what I did wrong. Okay, so now he checks king h2. He tries this rook d1 thing, but it just doesn't work out that well because of rook d4. Rook d4 is also nasty. He plays f5. I mean, it's a blunder, but he was losing anyway. He's just allowing me to push my pawn. Rook d2, and yeah. And the worst part about all this is keeping the rook on this file was important, because now the knight can't help. Now I'm just gonna go here and here, and he resigned.